Hi, this is Jay with Jay Pryor Coaching. Thanks for joining me. I want to talk today about struggle and or suffering. Today's video blog was actually inspired by one of the members of a group that I belong to called the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Group. And we meet every other week and talk about our businesses and work together, and all of us practice spirituality and business. We each are entrepreneurs. And one of our members posted something by Eckhart Tolle that really inspired me and had me think about today's video blog. And that is, it was about suffering. And essentially what Tolle was saying is that suffering can be the light of consciousness, that having to go through things ends up having us attain more enlightenment. And it reminded me that I remember that I used to say all the time, and I haven't said it in a while, that you never want to put a pillow under someone's ass right before they are about to hit bottom, because they need that bottom. And I still believe it's true. So it reminded me that this week I also had some clients talking about their family members that were struggling and feeling worried and concerned about them struggling and them suffering. And it just reminded me that, all of us have our stuff to go through. And all of us have our journey to trek. And if we keep people from suffering, if we keep people from their own struggle, if we keep people from hitting their bottom, those people never know themselves as powerful. They never know themselves as someone who can overcome whatever it is that they're going through. And I know that in my own life, I've had stuff I've had to go through, a lot of personal stuff in my life that I've had to overcome. And I know myself as someone who can do that now. And it's important that all of us are able to know that we can overcome things. And I think the biggest thing is that when you're in the midst of struggle, or when you're in the midst of something that doesn't feel good, we have a tendency to make it wrong. We think that things should be happy and lolly all the time. And guess what? They're not. And they're not going to be. And when we can just embrace what Tolle said was embracing the reality, or not resisting it, has it become the light of consciousness, which I love that. Because when we resist it, remember, what you resist persists. And so when you resist it or have it that it shouldn't be, is always when it's going to make it persist. And Tolle said it would be like a slow burn. It makes it go really a lot longer and persist much more. Whereas if you embrace your struggle and embrace that this is a time in your life that doesn't feel good, and maybe a time in your life when you're not even sure what to do, and that's okay. Everybody has those times, and everybody goes through stuff. And it's by going through those things, and overcoming stuff that has us become the amazing, enlightened beings that we are. So this week I encourage you, if you're worrying about somebody else, or it's hard to watch your kids struggle. If you're worried about that, or you're hoping that they aren't struggling, flip that around, reverse it. Have it get to a place where you can be grateful that the people in your lives have some stuff to overcome, so that they can know themselves as powerful, so they can embrace themselves as people who can manage their lives and handle difficult struggles in their lives, and have it be struggle end up being the light of their consciousness. That's all. Thanks for joining me.